Let's talk about the latest madness. Civil servants have been told to call their Christmas parties festive celebrations in an attempt to avoid offending other faiths. It's an attempt to promote diversity and inclusion. Some officials have been informed they cannot drink alcohol at celebrations if a team member is teetotal. One civil servant told the Telegraph that the fallout of Partygate also played into the restrictions. Look, no booze. We don't want anything coming out about that. But it's not a blanket policy on Christmas parties, but it basically, because not everyone will be of Christian faith or will be of other faiths entirely, that you shouldn't use the word Christmas because that's about Christianity. Is that right? Is that how you have to have a woke Christmas party now? Will someone really be offended? I'm an atheist. I'm not remotely offended by someone calling a Christmas party. Why? Well, we're having a party. Why are we having a party? Because it's Christmas. That's why we're having the party. That's why we call it a Christmas party, right? Well, let's talk about this with Andrew MacDonald. He's a political commentator. Good morning to you, Andrew.
Good morning.
If you go to a party in December, there's tinsel trees, maybe everyone's having to have a choice, the turkey meal, mince pies at the end. It's a Christmas party. It should be called that, shouldn't it?
Well, yes and no. It's not specifically related to Christmas. You know, there's no particular hymns. They're not holding a massive sense. You know, they're not reading from the Bible about, you know, what Jesus did. You know, there's no specific relation to Christmas. It's just a festive celebration.
What is the festival we are marking?
Originally it was a pagan festival that the Christians kind of jumped on the bandwagon of, but you know.
Yes. Every single religion has some sort of midwinter sort of celebration, basically to get people through the darkest days of winter. I was raised by atheist parents as an atheist, raising an atheist child. We mark Christmas. The tree goes up, full Monty, everything. For us, it's a Christmas tradition. And it's, to a certain extent, it's a British tradition. We are raised in a Judeo-Christian culture where we mark the religious festivals of Christian religion because that's the origins of our history and our values and our culture and our laws. So we do Easter, we do Christmas. For a lot of people in this country, it's not about little baby Jesus being born. It's just about celebrating a Christmas a festival of the country. So why would anyone be offended? No one is having this festival for any other reason, right? Or going for a Christmas party or Christmas meal for any reason other than the fact it's Christmas. So why would you not use the word Christmas?
That's a good point. But you just said about British traditions earlier. The putting up of the Christmas tree is actually a German tradition, funnily enough. But you know, in the civil service, I had a quick look at the workforce statistics. There are of those who declared, there's about 210,000 non-Christians. That's those who don't hold a faith or those who are Jewish, Hindu, Muslim, but only about 150,000 Christians. So if you did it on the numbers of those who have declared,
oh my God,
it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Just have a festive celebration.
But honestly, I've got numerous, Jewish friends, for instance, who and Indian friends and Sikh and Hindu religion who all celebrate Christmas. You know why? Because they live here in Britain. And there are numerous schools where, you know, but most of the children are from a Muslim heritage. They still have a Christmas tree up. They sing hymns. It's a British tradition. This country is... I'm still constitutionally, legally, a Christian country, whether people believe in God or not. Just because someone isn't of a Christian religion doesn't mean they don't celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, but we do live in a multicultural society. You know, even the recent census data, you know, Christians are now not the majority group. You know,
but they're the largest. They're the largest religious group.
But even
if they're not, I would not be offended if I was invited to some sort of religious festival that was not related to Christianity. I would not be remotely offended by it, or everyone else wants to go off to it. And if, for instance, if I didn't drink for religious or any other reason, I wouldn't think, and this is one of the suggestions in one of these parties, is that, look, because some religions don't drink, I'm thinking Muslims, you can't have alcohol at the party or be in a bar because they'll find it difficult to come and they're not included. I mean... That's like saying, OK, we can't have turkey and pigs in blankets because there's a vegetarian at the table.
That is a bit extreme. I'll be fair to you.
Well, why do you draw the line there?
It isn't a government-wide. This isn't a government-wide policy. This isn't a
no, but it's some stupid diversity officer.
It's individual managers that have interpreted this from the faith and equality work pack that they've got. It's just individual managers being a bit silly.
Yeah, but this is the stuff from diversity and inclusion, all those people. They force this stuff on people, and then people get some of the knickers in a twist and can't decide what to do. But at the end of the day, you're only having a party and you're only going out for a meal at the end of the year because it's Christmas. That's what we mark in this country. This is a country that has a Christian heritage. I've got no issue with that, even as an atheist. Why should anyone have an issue with it? And if they do have such an issue, that maybe this isn't the country for them.
I wouldn't say that, but
Well, I did.
There are other major religious events that go on around this time.
And I'm not remotely bothered. I'm not. My friends who celebrate a Hanukkah or Eid or anything, I'm not remote. Have a great time.
But yeah, exactly. So why should they not have a same attitude towards Christmas?
Okay, so wait a minute. So if I went to someone's Eid, I'm mocking Eid, should I say, well, I drink, so I want to be included, so everyone else has to have alcohol?
No,
exactly. Exactly.
I'll just say it should be just a festive celebration, a nice way to end the.
It's not a festive celebration. It's Christmas. If there's a tree and there's tinsel and there's mince pies, it's Christmas. It's nothing else.
Jesus wasn't even born this time of year. He was born in July.
I'm not celebrating Christianity. I'm celebrating Christmas. Great, Andrew. We'll have to leave it there, but only because time is against us. Andrew McDonald, political commentator. Mike Graham sitting there. If you can see his face the whole way through that.
It's exhausting, isn't it? It's exhausting.
I don't even understand. Who are the people getting offended by people? It wouldn't bother you to go to someone else's. I would go and go, oh, is this what people are doing? No one's forcing anyone to drink alcohol. If you don't want to go, don't go.
Yeah.